want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
In Peacemaker Season 2, Gotham's gotten a name drop. Clayface is filming right now, but who will be Batman? Hello everyone, this is Digital Charcuterie. My name is James. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're a fan of Batman and the DCU, hit that subscribe button. I talk about it and discuss it with you all the time. Today, I thought it would be fun to talk about actors to portray the Dark Knight in James Gunn's DCU. Who will play him in The Brave and the Bold? Will he have a cameo in Clayface? Where is he going to appear next? We got his little tease in Creature Commandos, and people thought it would be Alan Ritchson, but that is not to be. Alan Ritchson has come out and said, nope, I will probably not be playing Batman. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but Batman is not in my future. And Jensen Ackles is a fan casting as well. I don't think he's going to get the role either. Brendan Sklenar seems to be the front runner online. If you look at all the online traction that's going on, he seems to be the one. So those names on my list, I'm going to remove those names. I'm just going to take those names and take them off of my list. We have them. Two of them I think are, one for sure is out. Another one I think is out. And then Sklenar probably not out, maybe in. There's a mix though. And I wanted to do 5 actors that I thought could portray the Dark Knight in the DCU, and names that I haven't seen floating around all that much. Some under the radar maybe, and some that you just wouldn't think because maybe they'd be a better suit for somebody else, or maybe we suspected they'd be a better suit for another character. But as time has gone on, they've grown out of the roles of other characters. So I want to give you 5 actors that I think would make a great Batman in the DCU. Let me know your thoughts on who you would cast as Batman in the DCU in the comments down below. So let's get right to it. Here are 5 actors, not my top 5, just 5 actors I would like to see play Batman in the DCU. Stipulation here being that these actors have to be over 30 years old, but under 35 years old. That's a strict no-go. In between 30 to 35, you figure Gunn and Safran, the DC studios, want to go 10 plus years with the actor playing this character, playing this part. And for that to be the case, you figure 35 years old should be probably the oldest you want to go to kickstart this character's movie career. All right, we're going to kick things off with Luke Thompson, the quiet guy from Bridgerton. And that is exactly why he works. Batman isn't just about throwing punches. It's about presence, mystery, and intellect. And Luke's performances ooze that slow burn intensity. In Bridgerton, even when he wasn't front and center, he had this quiet storm energy. The kind of guy you know has more going on beneath the surface than he's letting on. That's exactly what Bruce Wayne needs. A billionaire who plays the background at galas, but once that sun sets, he's the sharpest detective in Gotham. Thompson has the brains, the restraint. You could already picture him brooding over that Gotham skyline in the rain. Dacre Montgomery, 30 years old. Now, look, if you want raw firepower, you can't ignore Dacre Montgomery. Billy from Stranger Things wasn't just your run-of-the-mill bad boy. He was terrifying, magnetic, and broken all at once. That layered performance screams Batman material because at his core, Bruce Wayne is someone balancing pure rage with unbearable grief, and Dacre already proved he can live in that space. And if we're being honest, he looks like he walked right out of a Batman comic panel. He's got the physicality and jawline, the commanding screen presence. His Batman would be volatile, unpredictable, the kind of Dark Knight criminals whisper about because they're not sure if he's going to stop them or break them. Colin Woodle, 33 years old. Here's one of my favorite underdog picks. Colin Woodle, if you caught the Continental from the world of John Wick, you know this guy can handle action and atmosphere. He's got that slick, calculating vibe. The kind of Batman who feels just as comfortable in the shadows of a back alley as he does sipping champagne at a fundraiser. What makes Colin so intriguing is his versatility. He's got a wide range and a sense of sophistication that feels tailor-made for Bruce Wayne. Imagine a Batman who feels modern, sleek, and grounded. A detective who relies on smarts just as much as muscle. That's the Woodle Batman. And honestly, it'll be one of the most refreshing takes we've had in years. Now here's your wild card pick. Patrick Schwarzenegger. The last name carries a lot of weight, sure, but Patrick isn't just Arnold's kid. In Gen V and The Staircase, he showed off some legit acting chops, balancing charm with the undercurrent of menace. Physically, he's got the superhero build. You can see him filling out the cape and cowl tomorrow. But what makes him interesting is that he isn't an obvious pretty boy pick. He's been carving his own lane, picking darker, riskier roles, and that's exactly what Batman needs. An actor who isn't afraid to dig into the psychological torment of Bruce Wayne. Plus, let's be honest, the idea of Schwarzenegger stepping into Gotham adds a level of Hollywood legacy that would get people talking instantly. And then you could bring his dad back as Mr. Freeze. Dylan O'Brien, 34. I know, you want him as Nightwing, but he's getting up there in age, and right now he's the perfect age for Batman. He's been circling superhero fan casts for years, and for good reason. From Teen Wolf to Maze Runner to American Assassin, Dylan has shown that he can handle action, but what sets him apart is his emotional range. Watch Love and Monsters and tell me you don't see a young Bruce Wayne in there. Witty, vulnerable, scarred, but determined to survive. He's got that balance of relatability. Audiences like Dylan O'Brien, which makes him perfect for Bruce Wayne, someone the public roots for, but can also flip a switch and become terrifying in an instant. His Batman would probably be the most emotionally grounded of the bunch, giving us a vigilante that feels real. So those are 5 actors that I think would be great as Batman Bruce Wayne in the DCU. I think someone like Zachary Montgomery would be good, but also I think that's somebody, proving it in Stranger Things could be great as a villain. Which villain? Take your pick of anybody in that universe. There's so many DC villains, so many great villains. He could probably do that as well. But I think Batman is something, a little under the radar, not really your first thought when you think of Batman in the Dark Knight, but that is somebody that I think could portray Batman and then clean up and do the Bruce Wayne side of it as well. And then Dylan O'Brien I put in there because everybody wanted him as Nightwing, right? There was a whole long list of he's going to be Nightwing, he should be Nightwing, but he's 34 years old. He doesn't look it, sure, but he is getting up there in age. And if you want Batman to be 35 and you're casting a 34-year-old as Nightwing, I don't know if those are going to jive, especially if they look the same age. You want Nightwing to look just a little bit younger than Batman, obviously not crazy younger like Damian Wayne, but you want him to be a little bit younger. So Dylan O'Brien, I think, that was a great actor and an underutilized actor in Hollywood for the most part, I think. I thought he was great as Dan Aykroyd in the Saturday Night Live movie. And, these are just actors that I thought of. And Patrick Schwarzenegger, he's been doing a good job. He's building his resume up. He's building it up. And, of course, being the son of Mr. Freeze, the irony is right there is a lot of fun. And I just, those are names that I thought would be good to bring in here. Stuff that I haven't seen too many people bring to the forefront. I mean, a lot of the time you see the same names over and over again. I just wanted to bring these guys up because, why not have some fun with it? We don't know who it's going to be. Could be anybody. By the time they make these movies, all of these actors could be in their 50s. And it might be somebody who's not even born yet, for all we know. But those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Hit the like button, subscribe button. And until next time, may you be the master of your own universe.